Hi everybody, welcome to Fridays with Father. Father Gary here. I want to talk to you today about something pretty serious for us. That is our involvement with the church in Western Washington. I know you've heard over the last few weeks and you've gotten correspondence from me about the annual Catholic Appeal. Now, I know that for some of you this won't be as exciting as Father Michael making coffee or me hitting chip shots in the backyard, but this is something that I think is very important for us to attend to. Our parish is such an alive place and so vital, and such a vital part of the Archdiocese of Seattle. And so I just wanted to come to you today and let you know that we're a little concerned about how far behind we are towards our goal, further behind than we usually are at this time in the annual Catholic Appeal rotation. So we are at about $100,000, which is far short of our about $170,000 goal that we have. And more concerning for me is we're at about 240 households participating out of our 2,000 households. Now, I know that we have about 1,800 to 2,000 people who come to Mass on Sundays. So you all heard me 2 weeks ago really asking you to make some prayerful consideration around what you can give to the wider church. So I'm appealing to you today on Fridays with Father that if you have not made a pledge yet, to please prayerfully consider that, and to consider pledging, if you've never pledged before, $1 a day. So 365 days, $365, you can spread that out over the whole year, 12 payments. You can do it on a one-time payment. You can pay more than that. What I would ask you to do is really examine some of your other spending and how you might, I know this is true for me when I go out and spend, $40 or so a week playing golf, I have to say, well, I need to measure what I'm giving to other things in my life against these priorities in my faith. The reason this is important to us on a very practical level is something that I may not have shared with you in enough clarity in the past just because we've made our goal. And that is that this is not just a goal for us, but if we don't raise the $170,000 or so, whatever we don't raise, we have to write a check to the Archdiocese. This is necessary money for our church in Western Washington to function. So let's say we only raise $120,000, then we're going to have to write a check for $50,000 to the Archdiocese out of our operating fund. And that's, difficult. That's a challenge for us, especially when we're trying to deal with limited resources as it is. So, more difficult message, as I said, on this beautiful Friday, but I hope you take seriously my request that you make a pledge to the annual Catholic Appeal. We could not do what the Church in Western Washington does alone. And so you and I are part of a larger Catholic Church that really does amazing work to reach out to those in need, who educates our young people, who celebrates wonderful liturgies. So we want to support that in the wider church. And so I ask you again to prayerfully consider making a pledge to the appeal. You can pledge online. There's a link on our website. You can go directly to the Archdiocesan website. And when you come to Mass this weekend, there are also envelopes in the pews. Finally, I want to say a huge word of thanks to those 240 or so households that have made that pledge that has gotten us to the $100,000. So for the rest of you, please consider joining your fellow parishioners in supporting the church in Western Washington. Thank you. Have a good weekend, everybody.